fighting robot, Mega Man.
Hey guys, Jonathan here for the Blue Wizard Project, just coming at you with the next part of my playthrough of Mega Man 9. I'm almost through the game now. I have one more video after this. So this is me going through Wily's Castle Part 3 and Part 4. Trying to get through it and on to Mega Man 10 so we can wrap up the classic series of Mega Man and move on to the Mega Man X games afterwards. So, very quickly, as you guys have heard me say in the last few videos, just a quick disclaimer. The sound's a little bit messed up in these. When I was recording, there was a bit of an error, so there's no audio track. I'm going to add in the stage music and all of that afterwards, but that's why you don't hear me shooting or jumping or dying or teleporting or any of that kind of stuff. So, just a quick thing. This part's actually kind of cool, these like anti-grav floating segments. I thought that was a pretty cool little experiment thing there. I'm still pretty low on stuff from the second stage. This is going straight into the third stage here. So I'm going to skip ahead there, spend a lot of time just grinding energy and health and extra men as well, but I don't think I picked any up. The drop rate for extra men is not very high in this game, so and just continuing onward and try to get through this third one. So I don't actually know which side I'm supposed to be on. Doesn't really matter. I can go get that one. I think I still need it. Yeah, you can tell you need it because there's that like little delay. If you do need it, it'll make that delay. If you don't need it, it'll just pick it up. So. Killing these guys and keep on walking. As far as Dr. Wily's stages go, like the ones in Mega Man 9 were pretty tough. Like there were a number of parts where I had to stop and grind for health, a number of parts where I died a lot, or like jumps that were just like particularly tricky or stuff like that. Nothing that was like brokenly hard. A lot of it was just like trial and error, trying to figure out how to do stuff. But yeah, it was a pretty rough one, guys. I don't really know why they decided to go back to these series or how well these games sold. Like Mega Man is a pretty iconic video game character, but I don't think Mega Man games do particularly well sales wise. I would also be very interested in knowing, I should have looked this up before I started the video, how much, see, this is a dick move, that's a dick move, because like there's no way I can know that guy's gonna be there, but it was a pretty sneaky trap. So anyway, we got up to this part, and now hopefully do it without getting caught by that dude. I would be interested in knowing how Mega Man 9 and 10 sold in comparison to, say, like, Shovel Knight. These guys are pretty tricky. Like, the first time I walked up, I was like, oh, they're pretty generous. Like, 3 extra men, it's my lucky day. And then it's actually just an asshole. Only one of them is an extra man, and the other two are just assholes who are pretending. Yeah, so I must have picked up some health. Yeah, I went back to check, like, oh, if I send the bee at them, can you, like, pick up the extra man off their back? But sadly, no, you cannot, because that would be a very cheap and easy way to grind extra men before going on to the end of Wily's Castle. These are some, like, very nervous jumps, because you don't want to hit the top and insta-die. These ones aren't too bad, though, but you're also, like, on these cliff edges, so if you get knocked backwards, you're going to fall off into the cliff and die. As far as I know, most Mega Man 1 games don't have, like, secret, or Mega Man 1 style games don't have hidden cliffs or anything like that, but there are a few. I think there's, like, 1 or 2 in some of the earlier ones. I know there was an underwater stage one where I fell down a cliff and there was one of the rush items or something down there, but not the case in this one. I also wonder why they didn't put, like, in some of the old Mega Man games you could collect letters, right, like to get beat and stuff like that, and they didn't put that in this one. I know that they were going for the, like, Mega Man 1 aesthetic, but they put screws back in, so they could have. I wonder if those just didn't test well, and so they didn't put them in the games. And like I said, I'd really like to know what was going through Capcom's board meetings when they decided, like, you know what, we should bring back Mega Man. I'd also like to know how long it took them to develop the game, because obviously the graphics aren't great. They probably had all the assets already. So there you're going to see I reset it. This part is essentially fighting two yellow devil-like creatures where you just have to learn their pattern. And it took me like a good 20-something minutes to memorize the pattern where I could do it without dying, without accidentally getting knocked off the cliff or running out of items or stuff like that. So this one, it's not a particularly exciting fight, so I'm just going to show you guys the end result. But basically it's me just counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and like, or just being like, don't jump, don't jump, jump, don't jump, don't jump, jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, jump. I don't remember what the pattern is. I actually had it like, I played through it and trial and error would get myself killed, but I was like writing down the pattern and then memorizing it so that I could get through this fight. So I actually get through this fight only getting hit maybe once or twice. I think by the end I got pretty proficient at it, but it's a long fight, it's a boring fight. So I didn't want to subject you guys to watching the entire thing, because it's just, even this one, it just seems like it takes forever. It's like, one yellow devil takes a long time to kill, 2 is even worse, and like the yellow devil, generally you can hit them more often. This guy, like, you get brief opportunities. You can only hit him when that little orb thing is floating between the 2 blobs, and so it's kind of annoying. I think Ian was saying that in one of the Mega Man X games there is a yellow devil type character and that it's super annoying, but he didn't tell me which one it was in. At the time of this recording, I've already played up to just about the end of Mega Man X3. I think I have like 1 more playthrough, maybe 2 of that, and then I'll be done with that one. I already did Mega Man X and X2. I just haven't put the videos up because I haven't been able to do the audio recordings for them. But those will be out eventually. you guys will get there eventually. But I don't remember seeing a yellow devil in any of them, so maybe I just haven't hit it yet. I know Mega Man X2 and Mega Man X3 I'd never played before. I didn't particularly care for Mega Man X2. It's still a good game. It's not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. The only reason why I didn't particularly care for it, and I'll get to it when I get to those videos, is that Mega Man X2 has a lot of like stuff that the only way you would know about it back in the day is like if you I don't know even if like game FAQs was like a thing back then, or like you'd have to go to Nintendo Power or something to find out where a lot of the items were, because a lot of them are not like Mega Man X1 does a very good job of you know where the items are. You can see where the items are. You just need to figure out what abilities you need to get and then backtrack to go get them. Not the case in Mega Man X2. I also had to go back and redo a huge portion of Mega Man X2 because there's like 3 bosses that you have to fight that if you don't fight them at the proper time, then you miss it and you don't get the best ending. So I had to redo it. So that kind of soured the experience for me a little bit. It's still not a bad game. I would eventually go back and play it again, but it's not a masterpiece like X1 was. And like you can see, this fight takes forever. This is like a 6-minute long fight. Like, 6 minutes? Yeah, roughly. I'm looking at the timeline on my recorder. It's like, it's not fun. It's not a fun fight. Because once you know the pattern, it's just doing the pattern over and over again. So I don't really get why they put fights like this in games. Like, no one is sitting at this fight and being like, wow, this is really fun. This is a great time doing the same pattern over and over for 6 minutes. Like, I'm getting bored talking about it, and I'd imagine you would be getting bored listening to it. So, at any rate, maybe I'll use this time to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the Blue Wizard project. Right now, as of this recording, it's July 21st in real world time. I don't know when you guys will get this video on YouTube. But we're doing pretty well. We're halfway, a little bit past the halfway point in the Blue Wizard project, and June was the halfway point. And we're a little bit past the halfway point from what we wanted for donations. So we really want to hit $1,000 of donations for this year on top of the 700 that we raised last year. And it looks like we're going to do it. I don't know in the next few months because July and August, you know, people are going to be on vacations, and a lot of people are going to be traveling and stuff like that. So I can't imagine that the donations are going to be particularly high during the summer, which is fine. We understand that. We're expecting closer to the holidays that people are going to give more, just because it's a, you know, generous time of the year. You know, Thanksgiving, you know, feeding people is on your mind. Christmas, the whole like Christmas spirit of helping people out and being generous and stuff like that. So we're pretty confident we're going to hit it. Ian and I have a few more videos to record. Ian was recording Kindergarten as the indie game that he got selected for him. So hopefully that'll be up soon if it's not up already. I haven't looked at the channel the last couple days because I've been busy with work stuff and haven't been home. And then after Kindergarten is done, I still have to do my indie game, which is the Stanley Parable. And then I also had the game Mischief Maker selected for me. So you can look forward to those as well in the days to come for the Blue Wizard project. So that super long fight is finally done. That fight alone took about double the time of the rest of that stage. So just a little like insight into how long, tedious, and boring that fight was. And that's not counting all the time trying to learn the pattern. So not a good one. At any rate, so yeah, we have that. I'm going to start on the X game. I started on the X games. Try to get through a few more of those before the end of the month. And then I'll probably start on the Mega Man Legends games next. I don't remember. I think I have to use concrete to like block these. I think that's what it was. I think I figured that out in like a couple seconds here. Just trial and error in it. I like that I'm using every item except the one that I need to. But you already tried that? There you go. I'm like, oh, maybe if I block it. I almost missed that one. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be doing Mega Man Legends next, and then after that maybe the Zero series on, what's it on? Game Boy Advance? Mega Man Zero? I've never played those ones. I actually just bought like a collection of them. Maybe they're on DS. I could be wrong. It's either DS or Game Boy Advance. But I've never played those ones. I didn't even really know they were a thing until I was like looking through the Mega Man games at the beginning of the, or end of last year I should say, when we were starting the Blue Wizard project. I'm going to skip ahead here a little bit because I'm going to grind to fill up my health and my items by killing this guy a bunch of times. So I don't know why I showed myself getting hit there. I could have hid that from you guys, but this could have done with me. I obviously didn't fill up everything, but don't particularly need it right now. So I'm here at the end of it. And I actually thought I was going to have to fight like another boss and then go on to the part where you fight all of the robot masters. But once you fall down this needlessly long tunnel, you're at the robot masters. So I actually am going to skip ahead here. You can see here, I think this is my third attempt. The first time I didn't have many lives. I got killed after killing a few bosses. That's when Splash Woman killed me. So I went into her fight with like less than half health. And then I got killed again by Jewel Man. And then the second time, I don't remember what I died from, but this is the third time trying to go through these. After I died the two times, it used up all my lives. I had to go through the level again, and then you're going to see me go through all the bosses again this time. So it didn't take me too many times, but yeah. So last time I fought this guy, I mostly used the Mega Buster for whatever reason. This time I'm using the Concrete Shot. And it does a pretty good amount of damage on him. You just have to be careful because you have to be pretty close to shoot it. But if you use it and you're too close, you can get pulled into that black hole, or he'll do that dash move and hit you. So, got to be careful with that. Oof, he like ninja'd his way out of that hit. Alright, so that's 2 down. And at this point I kind of know roughly where all of the bosses are, so I know which order I should go through. Like, oh, these are the harder ones, I have more health, so it's fine. This guy you can beat with the Mega Buster fairly easily. But I'll use the special move. That actually... he surprised me this time, 'cause I think he actually kills me. Yeah. Because the last couple times I played through that fight, the first time I fought him, and then in the last 2 videos, I wrecked that guy. So I was actually, like, pretty pissed off if he worked me as thoroughly as he did. I just made a lot of dumb decisions. I kept getting hit by the concrete and getting slammed on, so that kind of sucked. Like, him doing the drop move is easier to dodge, him doing the dash move a little less so much. The trident does a lot of damage on him, but not like an overwhelmingly broken amount of damage. I always like in Mega Man games when the special move is like really cheap and you can hit them like 3 times and then they die, just because it saves me time. Okay, here's Splash Woman. Again, not too hard to beat when you have full health. When you have half health, sometimes dodging these fish can be a little bit on the tricky side, and sometimes the thing that makes it hard to fight her is that the bees don't always seek onto her. Like, if the fish are out or anything like that, they can throw off the attack. So. And then next up is Jewel Man. Jewel Man, you have to use the black hole to eat up his crystals. Again, this guy's move is like by far the one in the game that I use the most. The fact that like the jewels don't disappear when they get hit, that they're like time based, and that it lasts so long, makes his move like really, really good. You can't throw them as far as I know, like Woodman Shield you can throw. You can't do that with his, but it's still pretty powerful. And then this guy you use fire on. That was a pretty good shot. Killed all 3 of those bees at one time. Good. Did it again. I worked this guy. And then 2 more. I don't know why they set it up like that. Next is the Tornado Man. Missing him a lot. Fortunately, he's like standing there and taking the hits, but yeah, he's kind of working me. Almost killed me there. And then I'm gonna kill this last one, and then we will wrap it up for this video. And the next video will be me against Wily and the ending. So, Plugman. Plugman was weak against Jewel. The Jewel like knocks his attacks away, which is very useful. He's still kind of hurting me quite a bit. There goes. And then heal. Alright, so that's it for this one. I'll be back next time to fight Wily. We'll see how that goes. And should be alright. I don't think... I have a ton of E-Tanks, so I think I beat him relatively quickly, but we'll find out next time. So, anyway guys, this has been Jonathan for the Blue Wizard Project. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done that stuff down below. Please remember to check out the Blue Wizard Project on Facebook, all that stuff that I was talking about, the games that Ian and I are playing. Having daily updates to this on your Facebook. If you don't like coming to YouTube all the time, you can do that by joining our community page. If you want to have input on some of the games that we play, or know how we're doing on our status of reaching our goal, all of that stuff is on our Facebook community page. So please check that out. Leave some messages for us. Ian and I love to reply to those. We love that people get involved with the discussions and stuff like that. And comment on our videos. Let us know what you guys think. What did you think of Mega Man 9? Did you think it was great that the series went back? Do you think it was a weaker entry than the other ones? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time for Wily's demise at my hands at the end of Mega Man 9. And yeah, for the Blue Wizard Project, this has been Jonathan. Catch you guys next time. Peace.